Gen Z investor, what unique characteristics or behavior do you see emerging in the generation's approach to investing in digital assets compared to previous generations?
If you currently see the current market in Brazil, you see a growing trend in data centers. And why is that important? That's important because it captures storage and creates infrastructure to create blockchains and cryptocurrencies plus AI advancements. If you see the current trend in demand from retail investors in Brazil, you see a 20 to 30% growth a year in digital assets. And what you, you might ask why institutional bankers, institutional firms might asking why is that happening? First, because of uncertainty, the depreciation of the real against the dollar. So they're hedging and buying cryptos so they could lower their risk. And plus the high interest rates, plus the high debt, plus the uncertainty where the economy is going. You need to ask yourself, if that debt to GDP is sustainable in the long term? So especially for this generation, I just think it's essential invest in digital assets, especially in the Brazilian market. You could also say that for the whole Latin American market. But so with that, you see the current trend of, I would say, Gen Zs and probably the next generations also will grow because of those economic uncertainties that are currently happening in the emerging markets and especially in Brazilian economy.
What role does user education and awareness play in this growth
Oh
in
yeah,
in cryptocurrency
I mean
adoption?
that's essential for the growth of crypto adoption, and it will grow the market if, I would say, brokerage firms teach them how to, especially understand how the market works, and especially why the demand for crypto is growing worldwide because of high data GDP across all countries all over the world, and plus creating a user friendly platform that teaches you while you invest and make sure that you are aware of the risk that you're taking. I mean, that's essential for the growth of the crypto market.
That's a great answer. It's very
Yes.
succinct. Good. Um, so then, how do you navigate the diverse regulatory um, environments within LATAM, which are challenged,
Yes.
to ensure the smooth operation of trading platforms while still managing to foster trust
Because
amongst
yeah,
your
yeah.
users?
Because currently crypto market's really in shady waters because of the regulations. I mean, they're really back forward, and they're not forward looking. The regulators, policymakers, and everything in Brazil, the government bodies. So the best way to navigate this, it's by showing them that it's not what they think it is, because they have a bad view of crypto. Why they can't tax it? That's a problem. That's a problem. So we need to teach them that this is a decentralized part of finance. And that's why people are moving to this part of finance, because they're trying to protect their net worth and assets. So the best way to navigate through this regulation is by what's happening here right now with this exposition. We need to show them what crypto and this decentralized finance is. And they need to understand that this is a type of instrument that we can invest, hedge, or against the current markets and current economy. So, yeah, that's essential.
Yeah, yeah, and it's unfortunately, well, anyone who lives in Brazil knows that
Yes,
the
they're really
Brazilian
tough. Yeah,
government
yeah.
loves its
Tax. Yeah,
complex
yeah,
tax
yeah.
system.
I mean, it's horrible.
It must be one of
Yeah.
the most complex tax
I mean,
systems that
that's why
exists.
people move into crypto. They're scared they would
Yeah.
tax them, for investments more. Than scared they would tax them for, here in Brazil, there's PIX.
Yes.
They're scared of the government will tax that. So that's why they move into crypto to protect their assets.
Yeah.
So you can even see that in the current trends. It's growing year by year with retail investors, not institutional investors, retail investors,
Wow.
which are individuals, me and you,
Yeah.
journalists, everyone. So you could see that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very
There's a market
interesting.
sentiment. Well, yeah.
Okay, and finally, looking ahead then, what technological advancements or industry trends do you believe will be pivotal for the future growth of cryptocurrency platforms here in Latam?
Data centers.
Huh?
Data centers.
Data
Yeah,
centers.
it's a growing industry here in Brazil. Um, Last year, Microsoft invested 2.5 billion here in Brazil. Amazon came in. Brazil has, if I'm not wrong, a 41% market share of data centers in Latin America,
Wow.
and the hub is São Paulo. So, I mean, that's essential. Why? Because of storage, um, IT services, cloud, and everything. That's essential for creating AI models. That's essential for crypto mining, crypto um, creating crypto coins, meme coins, project coins, and everything. So to compare the growth of crypto market and digital assets, you need to look at data centers as a base first, and that's an industry that's growing year by year here in Brazil. If I'm not wrong, it's expected to grow 8.7 compound annual growth rate by 2030. That's the industry. So it's a growing industry,
Yeah.
and Brazil has a market share in this
Yeah.
industry in whole Latin America.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's a very large.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
almost 50%.
yes, yeah, 41%. So they have a growing industry in this, and I see the data center as the base of the digital asset market. That's essential. You need to have the data centers first, then you could talk about crypto.
Yeah.
So that's the main technological advancements that we need to see currently, so we could have a better crypto and digital assets and decentralized finance instruments in Brazil.
And do you think that the investment necessary to build these data
That's
storage centers will come from the government, or it will
no,
only
no, no,
come from
no, no.
private investors?
Private institutional investors, banks, asset management, hedge funds, pension funds, real estate funds, venture capitals,
Right.
private, especially private equity. Even though Brazil doesn't have a strong private equity market, but it will come from private investors, not the government. The government may invest some, but not the whole.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
come from especially foreign direct investments. We have a lot. Digital Realty, it's already investing here in Brazil instantly. Amazon Equinix is investing here. Chinese are investing here. European are investing here. So it's a growing market, the data center market here in Brazil.